There was a printer's called Braithwaite's on Cleatormore Square. It had been there forever, and the undertaker recommended that I ask them to produce the order of service. The owner, a twitchy, skinny woman in her late 50s who never smiled, used a design program from the late 1990s called Corel Draw. Everyone in the area had to work with this system and supply her with a text format which this old piece of software would understand. Of course, if she wanted to, she could update her archaic package and get something modern and flashy. She'd probably need a new computer as well, though. But if her current setup worked, what was the point? At Steve's Wine, I bought some slimy looking ham, a jar of mayonnaise and sliced bread for the funeral breakfast, and I paid the bill with my debit card. They didn't have contactless, so I had to put in my number. On the receipt it said Finney's Mobile Disco, and I asked the shopkeeper what this meant. He said that his nickname was Finney, and he used to run a mobile disco called Finney's Mobile Disco, and that was his business account. When the demand for mobile discos dropped off, people nowadays just plugged in their phones and used Spotify. He got this shop instead. Of course, he could change the name of his business account, but what was the point? What difference did it make what it said on his receipt? I wondered whether in 1,000 years someone coming across my papers would assume I had booked a mobile disco for the funeral, and they would wonder if this was common practice. But I didn't share this thought with the shopkeeper. These historians would also conclude that the cost of booking a mobile disco in 2018 was equal to a small basket of shopping. The florist on the square was called Jar of Hearts. They had a special deal with a supplier in Silloth who'd gone bankrupt years ago and now traded illegally. This meant that although the flowers from Jar of Hearts were cheap, there was sometimes a little less fresh than you'd like. So before the mourners arrived for the service, the petals needed to be perked up with a hairdryer set to cold to make them look all right. And they always did look all right, as long as you did this. Of course, you could get a different supplier who hadn't been declared bankrupt, but you would pay more for the flowers. So what was the point if this method worked and people paid less? I stood outside the florist and watched some men smoking outside the betting shop. I saw two teenage boys drag a plastic dustbin full of lampshades down the steps of a closed-down pub and put it into the back of an estate car. Neither the smoking men nor the teenage boys caught my eye, and I didn't wave over. No one knew me around here anymore.